am going to make a recipe that I make for, usually it's a Christmas recipe, but I've found that it's a really good keto recipe that you can use for a lot of things. Everybody loves this recipe when I take it to parties and stuff like that. So if you have any holiday plans, this is always a really good thing to take. And what I call it is cheeseball. My mom has made this for years and years and years, and so this is kind of her recipe. I have to give her a shout out because she's started watching my videos. Hi Mom, love you. Thank you for this amazing recipe, and thank you for being the amazing cook you are that I got to learn all of this great stuff. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add cream cheese. Cream cheese is going to be the base of this, and it's really good. Cream cheese, you are going to have some carbs with it, but it shouldn't, you know, it shouldn't be too bad. I'm really concerned that this might not work because I froze this cream cheese and it looks a little crumbly, so we'll see how it works out. The other things that I have that are going to go into this is Worcestershire sauce. I have some pre-shredded cheddar. I have some green olives. I have some garlic powder and some onion powder, and also I've got some olive juice. The olives are really good because they're good fat. There are some carbs in them, but not terribly a lot. I'm only going to use a sprinkle of these things, so they just add a little bit of flavor, but not too many carbs. So really, this is a really nice low carb recipe. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put in the cream cheese, and then I'm going to use 1 to 2 cups of pre-shredded cheddar. And I'm going to start out with 1 cup and see how it looks. Here's 1 cup of cheddar, and I'm just going to mix those in together. Sometimes for speed, I will do this in my mixer, my KitchenAid mixer with the dough hook or the whisk attachment, but most of the time it's just easy to do it by hand as well. So there we go. It's not fully mixed in, and it's, as suspected, a little bit crumbly, but I think it should be okay once we get the other things in. Now what you want to see is that the cheddar is good throughout. I think I'm going to add an extra ½ cup of cheddar because it just looks like it needs it. So this will be a total of 1½ cups of cheddar. Again, this is in our house, this is a traditional Christmas recipe that we make for going to Christmas parties, or hanging out Christmas Day with Mom and Dad, or, you know, it just, I don't know why, we've always just kind of made it at Christmas time, but I decided that it can be Christmas every day. Alright, so now we've got that cheddar mixed in, and the next thing we're going to add is some chopped up green olives. Now I've pre-chopped them because it's just easier for me, and I believe it's going to be about 1/4 cup of chopped green olives, which, yep, that's what it looks like. So there's 1/4 cup of chopped green olives. To this, I'm also going to add a teaspoon of green olive juice. That'll give it a little bit of a tang, and it'll give it a little bit of a bite, which is always a nice surprise. The other things we're going to add in, like I said, we're just going to do a little bit, I mean not even 1/8 of a teaspoon of onion powder and garlic powder. There we go. And then we're going to do a couple of shakes of the Worcestershire sauce. This gives it a different flavor, but it's just really good. And again, all these are 1/8 of a teaspoon or less. We just want to give a hint of the flavor. We don't want it to be overwhelming. And then all you have to do is just mix it all together. And I normally let this sit in a refrigerator for about an hour before serving. This can be made ahead. It can be kept in the refrigerator for a week or two at least. And there you go. I mean, literally, that is it. That is the whole recipe. And right now my mouth is watering because I can smell this. Now, what do you serve it with? Traditionally, we serve it with crackers, Ritz crackers, you know, all sorts of things. But we're not going to do that because we're eating ketogenic. So one thing I did is I've cooked up some good cheese crisps today. We can put it on that. My husband actually likes to warm this up a little bit and dip his pork rinds into it. You could use celery, you could use cucumbers, you could use peppers, red, green, yellow, orange peppers. You could do any of that in here and that would be really, really good. Again, this is a really low carb thing, and it's meant for, you know, it's kind of, I guess you could call it a fat bomb because there is so much fat in it, but you know, you don't need a lot of it, and it's going to be really good for parties. I know we've got a holiday coming up right now, so I thought maybe you guys would like to take this to your Memorial Day grill outs that you're going to be having. I hope you like this recipe. It's really simple, it's really easy, it's really cheap. I think it may have cost me a total of $1.50 for the cream cheese, maybe another $1 for the cheddar cheese, and then those sort of things. You know, $2.50, $3 for a nice full thing, and you know, enjoy. Have a great day.